What's up, everybody? Ruby Panda here. It's our first episode of All the Mods 9 Hardcore. This might be the only episode of this, also, because I am terrible at hardcore. I can barely do hardcore on vanilla Minecraft, let alone All the Mods 9. 400 plus mods. Well, let's see how this goes.
All right, everybody. Now that we've gotten through the terribly long world generation phase, we are in this world. I will put the seed down in the description if you would like to play on this. And, well, here we go. This mod pack has, like I said, 400 mods. Some of my favorites being the Tanya, and also blood magic is in this, and there is a lot of custom generated structures. If you've noticed, we have two mana bars, one right above the hunger bar, which is for iron spells, and the other was in the bottom left corner for Ars Nubeo, which is where these very interesting looking trees come from. We have productive bees, which we'll be getting into, which is where said bee comes from. Mystical agriculture, which is always fun to have, and many others. The main point of this mod pack is the All the Mods star, which, let me tell you, takes a lot of resources. And we got Patrick, the mystical agriculture, creative essence. We have black holes, all kinds of things, and that is the end goal. Hopefully, as long as we survive. Like I've said, terrible at hardcore. So we also have multiple maps. There's journey map, and there's also FTB's own map. I love FTB's map because of the capability of telling me what specific mobs are, and Journey map is amazing due to being able to set waypoints. We have on this starting area, it looks like we have a arch Evoker's fort. This seems to be an area with a bunch of pillagers and other things, which we have an Evoker. As soon as I get the chance, I'm going to kill him so that I can get the Totem of Undying. So, let's get started. Ultimine is also in the pack, which is amazing. I've started to not like any pack that doesn't have Ultimine. Whether or not y'all feel like that's cheating or not, that's fine. I absolutely love it though. So let's go. And then we are going to create a supply ship from the mod Mine Colonies. We probably won't do much with Mine Colonies just because it takes a lot to get into it, and I just have never seen a real use for it for me. But when it comes down to it, we will definitely use the capability that it comes
Hey
with.
everyone, I seem to have
supply
not
ship
placed the
because
recording button
it
for
gives
my
us
audio
some
on
amazing
all of
resources.
this. So this is
So,
me coming in
let's first create
afterwards,
our
but
planks.
I will explain what's
and
happening.
our crafting table.
Right now I'm just
and we
showing
do
Blazing
have
Caves Advancements Pack, which I absolutely love. It adds advancements to the game, and also you can have rewards, and I love that. So we're going to make a crafting table on a stick, and the cool thing about that is it allows you to have a crafting table on the go, and that uh, can be triggered by a hotkey, and it's just an amazing way to do things. So we are making the supply ship for mine colonies and choosing the cavern style. I love the cavern style because it gives you a auto smelter, and also it gives you a stack of smooth stone, not smooth stone, regular stone, and also a stack of iron and stack of um, coal, which is all very useful. And we will be using, especially the stack of iron, for some of the things we will be doing. So I have decided that our goal for this episode is to um, kill an evoker that will give us a totem of undying, and the totem of undying will be extremely useful for this world, especially being it on hardcore. So the other thing is that we get a full set of chainmail, armor, we get all kinds of food that we're going to cook up. That way we have food for later. We also are going to they have tools which will allow us to complete some of the advancements and also quests. And yeah, we also will be exploring a village. I've played on this seed a little bit before just to get a understanding of it, and with that we will be exploring a village to get the villagers and the um, other loot that we will have from a village. One of the cool mods that they added this is Utility X, which adds in tiny coal and tiny charcoal. The cool thing about tiny coal and charcoal is that it smelts one item per piece of coal, which is very, very useful. Um, yes. So we have two different maps on this: the journey map and the um, FTV maps. So with that, over in our a little bit away, we will have a village. It's a beautiful village. I think it's has deep slate and stuff like that that will allow us. Just it's a beautiful looking village, and we're gonna go over there now and get some of the resources that we need to start some of the mods that are good. Um, we will be completing some of the quests over here also, just to pass some time, and hopefully we will be able to go get that evoker. Um, we have Ars Noveo, as I've said, and in Ars Noveo they have these fruits that are like cocoa beans. I didn't realize that they were like cocoa beans before until I found them on the trees and then replanted them. And the cool thing about the fruits from Ars Noveo is they give status effects. So some of them give night vision, some of them, like the bomb one, makes you explode after a certain amount of time, and they just give nice effects. We will be definitely exploring those effects later on. Um, we have easy villagers, which allows us to yoink up some villagers and have them in our inventory, which makes transporting them very easy. But the other things that it adds is it adds in easy iron farm and easy trading, which gives us the capability to have unlimited iron without mining and other things. We have gotten into. We have just got some apotheosis gear, which has um, special status effects and stuff like that. So we are going to complete some of these quests. That way we have the loot from them and stuff like that. We get a wind generator here, which is very useful. So other than that, we will be getting a, what are they called? Um, oh, I can't think of the name. The teleportation things that we get in here. We also have sophisticated backpacks, which is an amazing mod. Um, we will be creating that as soon as we can. But as of right now, we are going to create a Ars Nuveo um, spellbook, which we need a pick, shovel, axe, and a sword, all iron, and we add all that with a book, and we get the novice spellbook. So in the novice spellbook, we get to, if we press the keybind, which is C for me, we have the forms, which is projectile, self, and touch. Projectile shoots a projectile, self casts a spell on yourself, and touch casts a spell wherever you touch. We also have break and harm as the effects, which break blocks and harm entities. Down below we have how much mana the spell will take, and on the right hand side we have the spell slots. So you have to choose a form and as many effects as you want. And with the keybinds, for me, Z and X, we can switch between the different spells. And with the keybind of V, for me, we can open the spell wheel and choose our spells from there. So break block does obviously what it says, is we can break blocks. And the harm spell obviously harms entities. I don't know exactly how much it harms them, but it does harm them. We can improve these spells later on and give them more strength. So with the break spell, we can give it, higher up so it can break things like obsidian and such. And the harm spell will do more damage, and we can also give it like silk touch or fortune, those kind of things. We'll be getting farther into that mod, hopefully. And now we're going to get a waystone. So every village most of the time has a waystone. So waystones are amazing. They allow us to teleport around and do go places with pre-named areas. So we're going to. I also know of where there is a lava pool, and we're going to use that to our advantage to get the iron golem farm. And from there, we will have unlimited iron. Um, it's not very fast. I think it's like maybe four iron every 2 minutes or something like that. But the plan is to get multiple farms going on at once. That way we can have more iron. So we get a second waystone from this quest, which is really good. An enchanted book of unbreaking. and we will name this our home. Home is going to be the village. That way I don't have to build. I'm a terrible builder. If any of you have any tips, tricks, or whatnot about how to build, then please, please, please put them in the comments. Um, Normally, I either hijack a village or just build underground. That way, I don't have to focus on the building aspect of this. Um, just not a very good builder. Not very artistic in that way. So now we are going to go over and kill us an evoker. So that is our goal for this episode, is to kill the evoker and get the Totem of Undying. We do have on this map close to us a woodland mansion, which is good because when we get strong enough, we can go in there and get more Totem of Undying, and hopefully this um, series won't be 2-3 episodes long. Now, I will say that I do hate this spot, because it has witches and the evoker is down there, and it is just a it's a dangerous spot to be for me. Um, One, the witches, they are very annoying and can kill you very easily. The evokers, they spawn their little Vix things that fly around, which we now have them after us. And it's very bad because I have no real way to defend myself, besides with these spells, which the spells very difficult to, uh, not much accuracy. So we are trying to put the waystone down to name it. Couldn't think of a name and got attacked, so we had to run away. Uh, but we are going to create us a sword, which will give us the advantage of not having to do ranged attacks on these flying Vix things, whatever they're called. I don't remember them. All I know is they're very annoying. They fly and they have iron swords, which does a lot of damage. Which, if we pay attention here, we almost die. Very scary moment for me. I had to run away just to make sure that we lived. I didn't want to end the series here. It's always a good idea to keep some type of food on us so that we don't die. Um, I noticed that the um, Vix things died there. That way we don't have to deal with them. And so we're going to go back in and kill the evoker. So I believe that was him. Tried to shoot at him a couple times, wasn't working, then realized that we weren't on the right spell. So I can't tell if I'm hitting him or not, but all I know is I'm going to try, and then we're going to try to kill a little silly little pillager, which didn't work because I missed him, but the advantage is that he got in this corner and he was shooting the witch, which is good because, like I said, I hate witches. They poison you, and then they're difficult to deal with. And then this Vindicator decided he wanted to come and try attack me. Wasn't working for him. Couldn't do anything. And so we are going to kill this witch now, but not working too well. Like I said, there's not a lot of damage on these spells. So, and that's my least favorite part about the witches. I hate the poison effect. It's so difficult to deal with. So, but we're going to deal with it. Make sure that we stay full so that we are constantly healing. And we're going to go and try to kill this witch. And if we listen, the witch is dying by its own soul fire, which is great. And so we're gonna kill this one. Once it's dead, we're gonna go find that evoker. There we go. So we check on the map, see where the evoker is, and we now know he's the little room that's underneath there, which we are not going down in there yet. Not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. Especially with the evoker. Evokers are a little overpowered, and we are just at our beginning of our journey. But he is dead, so that means we get our very own Totem of Undying, which we're going to put the Totem of Undying on the charm slot. That way it works to our best of our ability. We're going to kill this Vindicator in here, breaking that block, and we're going to hope for his axe. Love the axes the Vindicators give. So we got the axe, which is good, and I think that's all we're going to do for this episode. Gonna mine up some of this cobblestone and go back home, take a nap, look at some beautiful sunsets, and call that a day for this episode. And what a wonderful episode it was. I believe 100% that this was a good episode. Any episode that I don't die is a good episode, but this one was great. We completed our goal, we accomplished everything, and we have a home, which is good. So one last look at the sunset before we go head off to sleep, and yeah. So, if you guys like this episode, make sure to hit that like button, comment on it, tell me what you liked, what I need to improve, anything. And if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. As Ruby Panda, out.